This is Vince in full effect. It's my first video for this channel that I decided to randomly come up with. I'm speaking on the channel and video. They both were random spur of the moment type of things. But I wanted to come and start this channel off with a really more deep topic. Because the channel is gonna be geared towards, sort of interactions with other people. Probably more things like this too, but right now how I want to start it off is by asking this one simple yet complicated question. Why? No, I mean that's the question. Why? You may be wondering why what? Vincent, why is why on your mind? What are you talking about why? Why are you saying why? Why am I saying why? I'm saying why, like why are you here? What are you here for? I don't mean why are you at your house or why am I at my house? This is my house, by the way. Or why are you at your job? Wherever you're watching this at. I mean why are you on this earth? Aside from any religious topic, that's maybe another video or whatever. Aside from any religious topic, however you believe you got here, what is your purpose here? And it doesn't even have to be assigned by a religious deity or any god of any sort. What in your body is your reason for being here? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because I feel like people lose touch of why they are here. People think, I have to do this, I have to go to school. If school's for you, I'm not knocking it, but this is an example because it's very popular. I have to go to college, get a degree, do a job, or do a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, or have kids and take care of them. That's what I'm here for. That's it. I'm just here to exist. And maybe that's true. You know what I'm saying? If that makes you happy, if that's really what makes you happy and chasing something in those parameters every day makes you feel fulfilled, then by all fucking means, do that. But if you feel a void, and I know you know what I'm talking about if you're one of the people. If you feel a void just right there, like where your heart's supposed to be, is an ice box. No, let me stop. Where your heart's supposed to be, if there's a void right there, there's something that needs to be changed. What that is, I can't tell you. You can only tell you what that is. And the reason how you're gonna find what that is wondering what your why is. Now, in the process, let me give you background information. I'm 19 years old. Last year I graduated high school. I don't go to college. I did, but I didn't feel that was right for me. And just recently, like very recently, I was working at a warehouse job, driving a forklift. Very easy. And very easy to get stuck in to do I'm not going to say for the rest of your life, but for a good 5-10 years. I was not trying to do that. And I seen how easy it was to get stuck in doing that and procrastinate. Procrastinate doing what you really dreamed on doing because this job's so easy and it's money. Not a lot, don't get me wrong, I wasn't rich. But it's money. I mean, I got money. And it's not that I don't agree with working for somebody when you gotta get the money to start what you're trying to do. But this was like a 40-hour-week job, or you had to do overtime. So I was wasting a lot of time in there doing nothing. That's what I felt. I thought it, but I felt it. You see where I'm going with this? And in order for you to be in touch with your why, you need to think every day, why do I wake up in the morning? Why do I do what I either hate to do or love to do in the morning? You gotta understand, sometimes you have to do things that you hate to do to get to your why. But sometimes you have to do things that you're supposed to love to do to get to your why. It just depends. And really you should have a kind of a balance of both. Now, some things that you do in accordance to your why is gonna be scary. You're not gonna know how things are gonna plan out. You just feel that you should do it, so you do it. Like me leaving my job. I felt that's one of the things I had to do because I need to go out and make. You don't know where I live, but I live in a very, very, not rural, country type place. Like nothing out here, no opportunity. So my number one goal is to network, go to places, figure out what I want to be for the rest of my life, how I want to. Not even that, because I know somewhat of how I want my future to plan out. So I need to meet people in accordance to how I want that. I need to live my life to how I want. Live it to the fullest, how you want, and accomplish goals. Now I'm not telling anybody to go run away and do something so you can avoid working. You should always plan on working every day. Even if you're making a YouTube video, it's work because, it's fun, it's cool, but at the same time it's work because at the end of the day, you kind of are looking for an outcome from it. You shouldn't all the time, you should just do it just because and hope an outcome comes, but you're looking for one. So every day you should do something in accordance to how you see your future plan. If you're not, you gotta do some thinking. You gotta do some why thinking. Why am I here? What is the point? I can't answer that. That's something you gotta answer. Whatever. You gotta be in touch with your body for that. How do you know? Because you gotta understand, I'm 19, like I said, but I'm aware because I've been raised around mostly only older people, okay, who I was raised with, literally, was my grandparents. I wasn't raised with my mom and dad. Not that makes it different, but I'm just saying my grandparents, I'm basically seeing way into the future. So I know how it is towards the end part of your life. Not saying it was the same for me, but I see, I'm good at feeling other people's vibes, so I see how they felt. Like, I could tell they missed opportunities they wish they would have secured. They missed doors, they closed doors that were open for them, or they missed opening doors that they could have opened. So with that being said, I don't want to follow in the same footsteps because I see how it pans out. Eventually, no matter how old you are watching this, or even if you don't watch this, you're gonna be at that stage of your life where it's either you look back and you're glad you did what you did, or you look back and wish you could have did things different. And I feel it touching because I'm 19. There's still things I wish I could have did different. But it's like, there ain't no worse feeling than looking back like, I should have did this, man, but I really can't change it. Like, I really, really, truly can't change what I did. You can't time travel. If you could, everybody would do it. So you gotta live in accordance with that law. If I'm on my deathbed, what am I gonna wish I did? Now, in the moment, how do you know in the situation where you're about to make a decision, which decision you make is gonna be a regret and which decision you're gonna be happy with? You gotta feel it. You gotta feel the decision. You're gonna feel it. When you see it, you're gonna see it because you're gonna see the opportunity of taking action wherever you need to take action is, and you gotta feel it. Is this really right what I want to do? You're gonna feel a vibe of who I want, the outcome. Because sometimes you don't want the moment of doing whatever you're doing, but you're gonna want the outcome. Because sometimes to get the outcome, you gotta go through scary things, and that's the thing that you get afraid of. That's when your mind comes into play and tries to play games on you. Oh, you can't. You're not good enough for this. You can't do that. What your family gonna say? What your friends gonna say? How you gonna do this? How you gonna do that? Who knows? What I can tell you is I want the outcome of whatever it is I'm gonna do. So fuck it. I'm not gonna let my fear stop me, and that's how everybody else should think. Now, with that being said, you have to feel physically that you want this outcome, and understand that this is the way to go. Because sometimes people are blinded by that fear. Oh, I don't want fear of failure, rejection, however you want to call it. Believe it or not, it's a big issue. A lot of people are blinded by their whys. They get caught up in things that are, sometimes they catch themselves up. A lot of people I know, I'm 19. A lot of people that's close to my age, 19 or even close to my age, 20, 21, 22, they got kids. They don't have any other choice but to worry about how am I going to get this next paycheck. I don't have kids. I don't have any ties. The only thing, every decision I make, the only person that's going to affect is me. If I had kids, I may think a little bit different. And if you have kids, it doesn't mean your world's over. You can still do what you want, but it's going to have to be stretched out more. You can't help that. You got other people you have to worry about. Sometimes even if you have a dog, you might have to worry about a dog. You know what I'm saying? If you have somebody else on your back, but I don't. Don't get me wrong, I love my family, but even if you have your family and they don't agree with you, your decisions only affect you. Only. Especially if you're in my situation. So, can't be afraid to take the action that you need. You gotta understand the action that you need to get the accomplishment that you want. You shouldn't only be thinking about the accomplishment. You should enjoy the journey. You know, very cheesy, corny. Obviously, everybody journey and have fun in the journey. Blah blah blah. You shouldn't always think about your destination, but you gotta understand that you want to get to a destination. When you get there, you may want to move up the destination, but you want to get to a destination. So whatever it is you got to take, you're gonna feel it in your body because you want to feel that destination. Like me, I enjoy my independence and freedom. I enjoy that. I love that. I want it to where I'm not just physically and emotionally and whatever independent, but financially too. I need to take the action towards that. That's how I feel I'm doing. I feel that deep. You feel whatever you're doing deep. That's what you gotta think. That's what you gotta answer. Why? Why do I wake up in the morning? Because sometimes you get, like I said, you get blinded by it. You just wake up, you're just existing. You just wake up, muggish, hate my life. Everything's gonna get better eventually because I don't know. Things happen, I guess. Maybe I'll get lucky one day. I doubt it though. You gotta take action. Action. That's a key part to accomplishing your why. Is action. You can plan all day, hope all day. Better take action, damn it. This ain't shit coming back if you don't. You're gonna regret it. Right now, I'm starting from ground zero. Sometimes you gotta throw yourself at rock bottom or be at ground zero. Maybe not throw yourself, but sometimes you end up at ground zero. But you gotta keep an optimistic mindset because there ain't nothing lower than ground zero. Thank God. So there's only one way to go. Don't get it fucked up. You can stay there. You can stay at ground zero and not go up. You can stay there and just quit. But if you got that optimistic mindset, that hustler mindset, that mindset is, I can get what I want because one, I see other people getting what they want. If they can do it, I know for damn I can. That's how you gotta think. Go after what you want, man. You only get one life. It's a serious topic. Sometimes you can joke around with it. It's a serious topic. You need to go after what you want. Don't live with the regret. Don't live with a feeling of, man, I should have did this. And you're gonna have them. You're gonna even have them in chasing what you want to get. But look at the bigger picture. What is the best possible outcome that you can get, and how do you get it? Why do you want that outcome? Give yourself that motivation. Why? Why do you wake up? Why do you want that? I want freedom. That's why. So I gotta wake up. I want independence. Freedom kind of loose. I want independence, financial, emotional, physical, anything. I want independence. That's why I wake up and do whatever I gotta do and figure it out. If I feel like something's trapping me in a bar, I can't stand it. So I make sure I realign my situation. That's what I want this first video to be about, because that's the whole reason behind me making this YouTube channel anyway. So I thought it was a necessity for this first video to be about that. With that being said, I'll leave you with this. Don't forget your why. There's going to be times where it ends up in the back of your mind. You got all these other things in the front, scripting across. make sure you pull it to the front, man. It's gonna keep you going. It'll keep you going to where you want to go now, to where maybe you or society feels you have to go. Society wants you at the bottom. I'm not saying that as a people hate or nothing, but that's how society's built. Society's built for you to be a consumer, and at the bottom, you have to be the independent mindset to do what you got to do. But once again, Vince in full effect. I'm gonna be back with another one. Don't miss me too much while I'm gone. Peace out.